a little after 7, so we're going to open the Town of Kingston Planning Board meeting, December 15th. Roll call. Let's see that Mr. Moore is here, Mr. Slow, Mr. Long, Casey, and Becca. And the absentee is Sandy.
No, he's here.
Oh, there you are. When did you?
30 seconds ago.
30 seconds ago. Okay, well, I was like looking for my papers. I was like, I had last year's folder. Let's go through that. Okay. My first item on the agenda is approval of our minutes from last month. I assume everyone had an opportunity to review them.
Yeah. I got anything else?
What's that? I didn't not getting them.
You didn't get them?
No.
Oh. I got everything else. But
Rebecca, do you have?
Yeah, I can send them now, but I thought I sent them to you.
I got the email.
I mean,
I'm going to start checking.
you're
my
very
email, see if
punctual
there's
in your
something wrong with
minutes
that specifically.
production.
Okay.
don't get me wrong, I could have missed them.
It would have came from Rebecca.
Yeah.
Here.
I'll go back over and see if there's something
Yeah, take
wrong with
it
that
on.
email.
Okay.
It's been very common with that issue. So.
Oh, yeah, that's a bummer. The only thing I have is there's just one maybe clarification. I don't know. It's just the way I read it. It's like the additional items. It talks about the bend, and the language just maybe adding a bend in the driveway.
Which bullet are you looking
Right here.
Okay.
Additionally.
at? Next to last bullet.
I mean, if you read it and it reads and is clear, then whatever, but
Yeah, I mean, when we were in the field, the position of the house that Dave wants to put, the driveway goes up that slope.
Yep.
And then it'd be a very sharp bend to the house. Is that what
Yeah.
you're referring to?
yeah.
So
I
just
mean,
the
that's-
language of hard bend, would that be like sharp bend? or-
No, I'm not looking to clarify the bend. I mean, just read it. To me, it's just like just adding where it's driveway to describing what the bend is referring to. Might be helpful for someone to read the minutes, but
Yeah. Any comments on that, Mr. Eggers? or-
On the minutes? I know.
Yeah.
No, I mean, in terms of what we're talking about with the, just in terms of how it's being described?
yeah, it's would the average person understand that the bend is a description of the driveway?
Oh, hard, okay. So maybe having the language state about the driveway before, like shows lot 1's driveway having a hard bend.
That's it.
Okay,
That's it.
yeah.
Because I mean, as it says now, it says lot 1 a hard bend.
Yeah, okay.
I can put the word driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
no
amazing.
problem.
One word will do it.
That was it.
Any other edits?
No.
Okay, do we have a motion to accept the November minutes?
Motion to accept.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Yeah.
One abstention.
Two.
Two.
I wasn't
Oh, you
here.
were absent, right. Okay.
Wait, who else abstained?
Ed, because he didn't,
I get everything else, I don't get the
he didn't
minutes.
get
Oh,
that.
you didn't
I
get
mean,
it?
don't get me wrong, something I could miss, you
Yeah.
know, I mean.
Are you
I got-
NJ707double@AOL.com?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was, you're on
I,
there.
I could have missed them.
You know,
Yeah.
I think probably because it was sent as part of the, like when I sent out the agenda.
Yeah.
And then you just reply.
Yeah.
He may have missed it that way. If you do
Yeah.
it as a separate
Separate.
email,
That
it
might be
probably would
good.
be better so that you
Yeah.
wouldn't miss it. Because I remember I emailed you, I'd forgotten that
Mhm.
I printed them out after you had sent them. And then like 2.5 weeks went by and I totally forgot that I had already gotten them, printed them out. I didn't read them yet. And that's why I emailed you and I said, did you send minutes out, and then I went back and found it, but.
Yeah, I think, my understanding is that, the law is, that they need to be available 2 weeks after the meeting.
Right.
So
But then you have to have a draft available, right?
that's just the draft.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So after the meeting, 2 weeks after, you have to have a draft or some form of the minutes
Yeah.
available.
It just seems like a lot of paperwork, because then somebody has to make sure that the final gets put in too. You know, because you have to
What do
have, you
mean
have a
lot?
draft and then you have final minutes.
Right.
Right, well, that's what you make the edits, and then
Yeah, but then you have to post it twice, right? You have to post it when it's a draft, and you have to post it when it's a final.
you post the final to us, but then it's already been
I'm just saying,
approved.
anyone could come into the town hall and say, I want to see the minutes for this meeting, and if it's 2 weeks after the minutes, they would have a legal standing.
Yeah, just somebody has to manage that.
Right.
I assume Linda.
If you're sending Linda the minutes, yeah, getting them on as a draft, but
Yeah, so maybe include Linda in the draft when you send it out.
You've been doing them within 2 weeks, haven't you?
I do them the day
Oh,
after.
yeah,
yeah,
your
she's
timing's great.
She's excellent.
I
for
I
getting
just
it
think,
come
I
out.
think that will also translate to, if they're online, then everyone will have access, that doesn't have to be through an email.
Yeah.
So,
I can ask her if she has something like that.
yeah.
Right, but still email them to the board members, but also to Linda, and then she can post them as a draft.
Somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
You can just replace the draft after with the final one. So there
Right.
doesn't even necessarily need to be two
Right,
on the website.
right.
But
What's with the town board minutes, how do they process those?
They're emailed to us, Linda Nelson emails them to us. And it's within the 2 week period usually.
Right,
And then we approve them at the meeting.
right, at your workshop meeting, okay. Right.
it's like, they don't have to, my understanding would be that they wouldn't need to be posted. It was just, if someone came in here requesting the
They
minutes.
should be available.
They would
Yeah.
need to be available, or
They're
made
posted on
available.
the website though.
Yeah. I'm just talking about the timing of when they need to be available.
So as long as Linda has a copy of the draft.
Yeah, she could
Then-
distribute to
right.
whoever's inquiring.
Sorry about all that.
Okay. It's all right, that opened up a
Can of worms.
necessary conversation, you know?
It's all for looking to make it a little more efficient.
Okay, the meeting today is purely focused on the Hanhe subdivision, and we do have a public hearing scheduled for tonight. So, next one, a motion to open up the public hearing.
I'll make a motion to open the public hearing for the Hanhe subdivision.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So,
I have a question on it.
Yeah.
Has there been any stop work orders put on that job by the DEP and DEC and Woodstock Building Department?
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Was there any stop work orders put on that?
On Maury Hill Road?
Yeah, Maury Hill Road, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Has
And
it?
I've been working with Butch on relieving all of those.
It's not done yet, right? There's no driveway cut approved, right?
I met with Don Allen, who's the highway
I know he is,
superintendent.
yeah.
Yeah. So we met over there. He gave me verbal approval, but that was, some weeks ago. I'm not sure where it is in the building department process, but
Don hasn't issued
they haven't.
a driveway cut.
Right. So one of the things we're also waiting for both properties is the SWIP, the Stormwater Pollution Prevention Plan. And I think that was one of the things that we need to get across for the Maury Hill property in particular, but I don't think that's actually on on this discussion. Is it, right? That's the town of Woodstock plot?
What about the driveway?
So Ed, in the resolution that, I'm sorry, I gotta learn how to pronounce your last name.
Good.
Guj. Is that right?
Yeah, good.
Guj. Mr. Guj, has, in the resolution, a condition, it's condition 8, it says provide proof of approval from the Town of Woodstock Planning Board for a driveway to access lot, 4. And that would be the one that comes in from Moray Hill Road through the Woodstock, lot to the Town of Kingston lot. So in the resolution, there's gonna be a requirement, a condition that is gonna set the stage that he's gonna have to amend whatever he needs to with the Town of Woodstock, get that permit, and then the subdivision can be finalized.
You said number 8?
H.
Oh, H, I'm sorry.
Well, we were gonna go through each of those.
All right.
Right. I'm just saying,
Well, I know that nothing has been issued.
Huh?
I checked, and nothing has been issued.
From the town of Woodstock.
I'm not, highway superintendent. And he was gonna get back to me this morning with the thing from the building department, the guy, if he can get a hold of him, but he's a hard man to get a hold
That's Butch.
Yeah, I mean, all I'm saying is that the resolution
All right.
has protections for the town, that requirement needs to be fulfilled before Dixon can actually sign the subdivision.
of. Okay.
So, you know, I guess the one thought here is like, at what point do we give a conditional approval? Do we, wanna sit here and wait for him to get that totally squared away before we sign this resolution? Or do we sign a condition, resolution that, allows all of this to happen once that actually takes place?
Okay.
Could I ask a general question? Without this cut, can work continue without the cut? Is the cut only precludes it from eventually being a sanctioned lot?
Yeah, that's the only point of access to the town of Kingston lot, so
Right.
without a curb cut, that would be an island. And, I mean, that's just not something that I think this town should get into.
Okay, I understand that part, but I thought there was access through, Rim Road.
Trail
Not for
park?
lot 4,
Yeah, there's
No,
4
no.
lots.
yeah.
So the one up on Moray Hill
The one on Maury Hill is lot 4.
can only be accessed through the
Through the town
Woodstock.
of Woodstock.
Right. And my question is that, an understanding that eventually they'll get a curb cut, but before having a curb cut, does that preclude any stoppage of whatever work may or may not be done up there?
I believe so.
So right now, this is just one lot.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand what your question is
So without this approval of the town of Woodstock
for this driveway.
for this driveway curb cut, can work be done on any of this property?
I mean, that's a question for the building department, because right now it's one lot.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is no. I mean, that's why they issued the stop work order, is because I didn't have the curb cut yet. But I've since had Don Allen come out and, he, like I said, verbally approved the curb cut. It hasn't gone through the approval process, I guess. But, no, there won't be any work done there until,
And now that it's winter, can you do anything anyway?
I mean, of course, yeah.
Okay. So you really want them to get that done, the curb cut?
Yes.
Can I ask you?
And like I said, I'm actively working on that. I've been in the building department 3 times in the last week, and I met with Don Allen. Everything is in the works.
Mm-hmm.
What about with the DEC, with the,
So that's another
they're
thing
waiting
that,
for that?
that I have Bill following up with the DEC on that. They want the SWIP,
Right.
so that,
Actually, we're having this discussion and it's in a public hearing, so
Yeah.
I just want
Public
to
hearing fast.
return back to the public hearing and close that, and then we can
Yeah.
continue the conversation, okay?
Yeah, that was.
Is there anyone out there to comment on, anyone from the public? Doesn't appear to be, so. With that in mind, do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make them.
All right, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
So just to know that with subdivisions, the closure of a public hearing, and that sets a time limit. So that 60 days, within 60 days, this needs to be approved, or there'll be a default approval unless there's agreement with the parties. And correct me if I'm wrong on that.
I think that's right. I thought it was maybe like 62 days or some odd number, but that's, yeah, there needs to be, if there isn't approval or a conditional approval worked out, I think it would automatically occur at the end of that.
Yeah, and we should be really cautious of that because there's a lot of things for this application. There's a lot of things that need to sort of get cleaned up. And the resolution that was provided to us, a lot of those things will be conditional items that could be protections of the various things.
But just so I understand, the conditional items that are in the resolution, are you saying that if they are not concluded, this still will be approved because the 60 days will run? Or just, it should be the exact vice versa?
My understanding is if we do not approve the resolution and 60 or
The
62
final
days lapses, then it's default approval, which I don't think our conditions would even be valid at that point. But I don't know if that's true.
Doesn't that seem backwards? Something doesn't seem to
I believe you
jive
just
right.
need to have the conditioned approval signed, and then,
Right. But I'm saying if you weren't to actually make a motion to approve that resolution,
right, then I
Then-
think that's where the problem would
yeah.
lie.
And I mean, I don't know if there's anything at that point you can really apply other than to allow the map to move forward as drawn last, to the board. That's New York State law, so that's not town
You
law.
could always, I
That's-
guess, reject the application too before that period.
Oh, okay.
Or we could just reject it tonight and get these things done, so we don't have to worry about whether you get it done. Right? Doesn't that seem to make more sense?
Well, no, because then he'd have to
No, 'cause
reapply.
it's- yeah,
Yeah, no, yeah. It's just a matter of the one type of application that this planning board hears moving forward, just to have that awareness that after the public hearing, there's a 60-day window that the state says be cautious of, because at the end of that, default approval will be granted.
Unless we reject the application during that period of time.
But that's not really where we're at least in my opinion. I think it's just a matter of having an awareness of that deadline and, working towards getting everything squared away if we have issue to square away. I mean, to me, the resolution presented in front of us is very protective, even mentioning the item that Ed had about clearing up the driveway through the town of Woodstock. It says in the resolution that, there's not gonna be a signature that Dixon can put on the subdivision until that approval is granted from the town of Woodstock for that curb cut.
This is what I must not be understanding right, because I'm hearing that if those things don't happen and 60 days still lapses, that this still then gets approved.
Not if we approve the resolution
With the conditions.
with the conditions.
Okay.
Which we could do.
Yes,
Tonight.
exactly.
Okay, well then I misunderstood.
Yeah.
And then
That's
how
fine.
long does he have to meet the conditions? Was it a year?
I wanna say it's 6 months, I think, yeah.
I mean, applications in general usually have where you need to make some type of, like, filing with the county is one of the major things, because nothing can be filed with the county until all the conditions are met and you can sign it.
Exactly.
So, I mean, the one thing I will say in the resolution,
Draft.
the draft resolution, is just a few like things that maybe just for clarity reasons might be good to add. On the first page, just adding Maury Hill Road as one of the access points.
Right, that's not on the
And then, I don't know if it's worth it or not, but, Mr. Hahn, you, are you aware of parkland fees when they're, for subdivisions?
Parkland
Parkland
fees
fees.
for the town of Kingston.
So per lot fee.
Per
in
lot,
lieu
yeah.
Of recreation areas.
Right.
Yes, yeah.
Right, it's just per lot you pay to the town of Kingston, and that goes into the Parkland account for the town.
Yeah, so you're creating 3 additional new lots on top of the existing one. So there'll be a 3-lot charge of $750 per lot is the fee schedule for this town.
$750.
Yeah, so it's $2250 for those 3. And I don't know if that
But
means
it is 1, right? And now it's gonna be 3, so it'll be 2 additional, no?
no, it's gonna be 4.
Because you're subdividing the 1 into 4, so each new lot.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I don't know if that number is important to have in there. And then the last one is just going back. Actually, I have 2 more things. The last is the one we were talking about, Ed. H. It's my understanding that it's the Woodstock Building Department that issues the driveway
Yeah, not the planning
permits.
board.
Is that correct? Is that who you're getting it from?
Yeah.
The
it's
building department?
Correct, Woodstock Building Department.
Okay.
But does highway department issues
Exactly.
the road cut?
So it's the
I have to
highway.
apply through the Woodstock Building Department, but then it goes to the highway department.
For the final
to-
approval?
To do the inspection and approval.
Yeah. I don't know how
Like
you
I
want
said,
to
that already
word that.
happened.
If you
I don't
just
know if it's
blanket
gone through
and
on
say
paperwork.
Town of Woodstock.
Yet, but
What's that?
I was saying, so I applied to the Woodstock Building Department for the curb cut, and then it goes to the highway department, which is Don Allen, and he does his inspection and approval. So that has happened, but apparently it hasn't
So then
on
when he,
paper yet.
so when he approves it, the building department then
Issues the
communicates
curb
the
cut.
approval.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
it's all
I had to
committed, though.
provide driveway design, engineer drive, letters, and the stream crossing, and
Yeah.
it's all in the works.
I mean, the only thing we need from us, the town of Kingston, is just that permit. You know,
Yeah.
but all the
The curb
details.
cut.
That's not our issue.
The curb cut's the main thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the actual permit
Yep.
that is saying you now have access to the lot you're creating in the town of Kingston.
Right.
So.
Well,
The other
it's on the way.
The other one was just J right down below it. It's just confirming. So I'll start. Have you had a conversation with Garden Homes?
Yes.
And how'd it go?
Great.
Yeah? So, Could you tell us?
Do you
what-
happen to have that letter? Yeah, they gave us approval.
So you can have full access?
Yeah, I mean, we cross-reference our deeds,
Uh-huh.
so, you know, they actually have a right-of-way for their road to enter my land.
Oh.
That they're using, and then I have a right-of-way for up to 4 single-family dwellings off of that road.
Okay.
And I'm only applying for 2.
Yeah.
And they said they have no objection
Okay.
to us using their road.
Yeah. So you're talking about how the road kind of dips into your property and
Yeah.
that's their right
It's
of way?
really, it
Got
enters it
Yeah.
for a good enough ways that it just makes sense for a driveway to come off there, and on the deed it says up to 4 single-family homes, and I don't wanna put 2 there.
Yeah. Okay, great. The other 2 things, just, you know, to not cause conflict, is the garbage, and I also thought too, because I believe all the properties back there have like a central mailbox at the front. Where would you be able to put your mailbox?
That'd be a conversation I probably have to have with Garden Homes. I talked to somebody who seemed to be up in the chain that, I talked to the right person, and I'll reach back out to him as far as, garbage and
Okay.
mail.
And I mean, this would be a great question, I think, for Dave Hoffman, is just how the, because I imagine, unlike all the other homes in the manufactured home park, the road is relatively close to the unit. So the idea would be the number of the unit would be very visible from the road. Your homes might not be. And generally in the rest of the town, you'll see the mailbox at the road where a long driveway goes in, so that there's at least an identifying feature for the fire service to know where they're going.
I mean, the way I would think it would happen would be to just have the two mailboxes out at the end of the
And then
driveway.
the only question is because if the postal service is only coming into that first queue of mailboxes that's right in the beginning,
Right.
will they continue? I mean, I would hope so.
Because it's a private road at that point, so that may be as far as they go.
Yeah.
They may need to have their
Exactly.
boxes there with the other boxes.
Right.
So maybe the answer is, if all the mailboxes were in that first cluster, then you would have some identifying feature, mailbox looking thing.
Yeah.
Little
Sign with numbers.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, I don't know, I mean, if you want to maybe draft some language like that, just appropriate emergency service identification. And I mean, it's obviously shouldn't necessarily be a condition of like allowing this subdivision to go forward in the fact it has to happen first. Maybe it should. I don't know. What's your opinion, Mr. British?
I probably should, I think.
Happen first?
Yeah.
Okay. So, sounds like you're gonna need a post with some numbers on it as one of the conditions.
So something to add.
Why couldn't they put mailboxes out in the front by the houses?
I mean,
The post office can't go down that road?
Is it
They
private
probably
road?
won't, because it's a private road, so that's why all the mailboxes are clustered out at the entrance to the park. Because of that, usually if you got a private road like that, even if you see places where there's, 5 houses on one little road back there, and all the mailboxes will be out at the front, because postal service isn't gonna deliver up a private road.
Yeah. I live on a private road, and all our mailboxes have to be at the public road beginning or the intersection.
can I just say something?
Yeah.
I mean, we are years from having homes there and receiving mail.
Right.
I feel like holding up the process to organize a mail receival location is, I don't know, a little preemptive.
I mean, I think maybe just an address number would be enough.
I think as long as there's no impediments to setting it up, that's not gonna be an issue later on.
I mean, there's certainly area at the end of the driveway where I plan to, make the entrance. And if the mail receivable area is at the beginning of the development, I haven't even taken note of that, but if that's where it all is, I'm sure I could make room
So,
to put mailboxes or talk to the company and try to add mailboxes into their receptacle.
right. I mean, so basically, we've had subdivisions where the subdivision has a private road like you're gonna have here that's shared between these two lots. And the road itself actually it's a named private road. So when fire services comes into Bluestone Acres, then they're looking for, the name of whatever your private road is as an identifying feature. And I mean, having just a tax ID number, I think is just not appropriate for the fire service to be like, there's even a brush fire as you're working, I mean, it's pretty common during construction, there's brush burns.
So I guess I would need to apply to the Kingston Building Department for a curb cut to create that physical address, no?
No, I don't think so, because this is a private road you're coming off of, so, I don't think that's who you would, I think it's gonna be
Through Garden
You.
Homes?
Garden Homes.
Okay.
And if
Like
you
I
have,
said,
if,
they're very cooperative, and I don't see an issue, so I'll talk to them about
What-
creating
what,
the mail.
what
Yeah.
what I
the-
believe
the
you're.
address, whatever the number they decide it will be, it will be.
Right. So, as you have it on the map, I mean, we still don't have necessarily a design of that road. I mean, is it 16 feet wide, or is it?
The driveway, private home driveways are 12 feet. It's not spec'd on the map.
Is that where you're looking to do? Because we've generally wanted to see shared driveways or private roads as being a little wider to allow two vehicles to pass without one having to pull over.
That's why we do have an emergency vehicle pullout after the first home driveway there
Mm-hmm.
for that purpose, and an emergency vehicle turnaround down onto lot 3.
Okay.
So it would be a shared driveway, not, we're talking private road, which may be a legal term for addressing purposes, but this is a shared driveway, not a private road.
Right, but still, I mean, we at the planning board have been pushing for these shared driveways to be more roadworthy to allow the passage of two vehicles.
And believe me, I wouldn't have any opposition to making the driveways wider.
Yeah.
Builder, developer, and
Yeah, I
by
don't.
all means, make it 14, 16 feet.
Yeah,
It's
I
fine.
think
That
this.
wouldn't sway me in any one way or another.
Yeah.
It's development.
And I think it's just, again, once emergency services gets to the entrance of that lot, like, they need to know that that's where they're responding. It's not just a piece of land in between, that there's an identifying number to it. So, like, when a subdivision happens, right? This has an SBL, it could have an actual address given to it. And once that address is given to it, you have just a post with a number on it that's not necessarily receiving mail, it's just an identifying feature.
Mhm.
It's just normally, in most cases, the mailbox serves the purpose of the mail, and that same numbering of emergency services go that way.
Right.
I don't think it's gonna be hold you up too much, it's just a matter of getting that up.
Yeah.
So they're gonna share the name of the Garden Homes Road? They're not gonna be their own road?
I'm not sure at this point. I think we need to consult with, between the Postal Service and Ulster County Emergency Management as far as for their 911 addressing. Because that's really what it comes down to, is where's the mail going to, and how are they gonna handle the emergency response? So if they say, well, something like this needs to be a separate road because there's two houses on it, then we'll have to give it a name.
Yeah. Okay.
And if it's something where they say, okay, we've got, number this and number that of Rimrock Road, and that'll be these two numbers, then we can go with that.
I got this for you guys. It's for Ulster County naming roads.
Okay.
It's real easy. It's just a little breakdown of how you go about it.
Yeah.
It's really not crazy. I named a road. I called the post office, got an address, or I got the address from the assessor's office here,
Right.
and then contacted the post office and say, hey, start recognizing this. It's not a crazy amount of work. It's just a little bit of stuff, and all that doesn't necessarily have to happen for this subdivision to be approved. It's just the full process of it. So if you're showing us a name on this subdivision of what you're calling the road, like that's what we're looking for, you know?
I can start thinking road names.
Yeah, and then that's where a managed emergency management would come in to verify that that name isn't already used somewhere else in a surrounding area. And it's appropriate, you know.
Yeah, I've seen some unique names applied to roads.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's kind of amazing to name a road. It's like once in a lifetime almost. So, I mean,
But we don't know if I'll have the opportunity yet or not, right? I have to reach out to Garden Homes now, right? And see if they just wanna add numbers to those.
It's
I mean, I don't know
already done
anything
that.
about the situation with Garden Homes. I mean, you're gonna have to figure that out with them.
Yeah.
But if you have access, you should be able to put a curb up to the road that they developed.
Okay.
I mean, especially if the road dips into your property.
Right, it would be its own road. Right.
I mean, if the road dips into your property, you can start, you know, building that driveway in. I don't see why not.
Yeah, but there's not really an issue with that, you know, they fully agreed that there's a right of way and it's all documented in the deeds and everything, so not an issue with that. It's really, right now, I think just determining this whole addressing thing, is that gonna be a separate road with its own name, or is it gonna be number such and such on Rimrock Road?
I mean, I would, if you want these homes to be more distinctive than the rest of the park, then I would advocate and think that would be in your advantage if you wanted that, to have that as a separate named road. Because my understanding is that I think the majority of the addresses for those units is Rime Rock Road and then the unit number. And it's all the same, like 30 Rime Rock Road or whatever it may
And
be.
it really is at a unique location where Rime Rock turns into North Road. It's like right where
They have northwest.
it,
So maybe you're
it
northwest.
It probably should be.
Yeah.
It's really not a big deal. It's a very easy process. I went through it and yeah.
I'm looking forward to naming the road.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, as long as you have one approved, have one recommended on this plot, and then we have in our resolution that it's basically conditioned on its approval, name being approved. I think that addresses that issue.
Okay. Any other comments on the specific conditions? So, a note of those changes, right?
Yes.
David, did you happen to put together the part 3 on the seeker?
I didn't, because I thought we were waiting on the SWIP for that. I guess if I'm gonna fill out and state out there's no significance, I figured the SWIP would be,
The SWIP is
Useful
the
to-
main.
yeah,
I mean, we did identify stormwater as a large impact, so.
yeah. So if we're gonna also say it's no significance, I just don't know if you'd wanna say, well, that's based on a SWIP that'll happen, but that hasn't happened yet, you know?
I mean, if it's protected with a condition resolution, that Ryan's gonna be, and that's something that's gonna have to be approved by the MS4 officer in the town, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think both of those items would be in the resolution, the protection, for allowing a negative declaration.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know if we can actually vote on something where it's not on paper at the meeting, but.
Well, yeah, that was my question,
Yeah,
because that was the main issue.
yeah. I mean, it sounds like there's some stuff to work out anyway, so if necessary, you could do a whole lineup of voting at the next meeting.
Sort of draft something for the
Yeah,
part
it's-
3.
Yeah,
Is there an idea of timing with the SWIP report?
Well, hope we get it before the next meeting, but,
Yeah.
if not, then you just hang on to the voting until we get that.
Okay,
And, as far as the schedule of the like I said, we've got this 60 days from the closing of the public hearing, to close the public hearing, but you can extend that time
Right.
based on agreement with the applicant. And we can say,
Right.
well, we haven't got you everything yet,
Yeah.
and we would agree to extend that
Okay.
deadline until
Okay.
we've met the requirements there, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. So I guess we're gonna
Deferring to
defer to next meeting.
deferring the part 3 and the determination of significance, and also voting on the resolution to our next meeting.
Did you guys have a chance to look at the resolution?
No,
No. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't send it to him until
Okay.
this afternoon.
You want my copy?
I took, you got it on the email that you sent me earlier.
Right. I apologize, I didn't get it to you sooner, I was away.
So I don't know if we wanna, do you wanna scan any of those conditions real quick and see if you have some questions you could be maybe ready for January?
Say it one more time.
So,
Just go to page.
go through that document a little bit. Most of the stuff is just
on
kinda
page
standard.
4 is the main stuff.
It's the specific conditions that are usually the most,
Mm-hmm.
things you have to work the most for. The town has to, you donate it, the town has to accept it.
if everything
So,
else done in the
First
reverse.
thing is they need to foot the bill for all of it, and it needs to get up to spec, so that's 20 feet wide with asphalt base, which is a lot of money. So most people don't want to do that. And then once the town accepts it, they have all responsibility of paving and everything, so they're gonna look at it and be like, is that enough tax revenue over however many years? Hmm? Um, Yeah, I mean, I think the dialogue would be a lot clearer going into actually doing it. But, you know, they did that on Gray's Lane, remember, where Jimmy Gokin then paved all that, and then there was, a dedication to the town, and the town took it over. You know, if we actually assess people for this town, that would be, let's make that a town road. To encourage, you know, good development, but, you know, we're small budget. Low assessments.
What benefits it to them, they don't have to deal with keeping it up. Right? They can have
Yeah.
garbage.
But it, actually, no, it wouldn't work because all the rest of it's private. And I don't think you can go from public to private back to public, especially if the dead ends there. So yeah, I think that would actually be the answer. This is the same? Oh, no, that's, oh, it is, yeah. He was saying that this, there's a, yeah, there's a cabin in the town of Kingston. No, I think it's over here. Maybe it's back here. Oh, that's what it is. There it is. That's the landmark cabin. He owns this property. The issue is that, like this situation, there's no wetlands over here. The town of Woodstock didn't have road access into it. But he's gonna have to figure it out. The town of Woodstock and then, approvals on this. Yeah. Section block lot, section. Let's have it here. I don't think they give it a postal address, you know, so you have a catch-22. You do, but, so, he needs to show us all of that road. And then it's contingent on, that being approved by the, Ulster County. All he's gotta do is show us, he's just gonna show us the name.
So
We actually do it.
when do and where do I pay the check for the parkland fee?
I mean, I wouldn't do that until you're, until we sign this resolution. I mean, I'll do. No, yeah,
It was just one of your highlighted items, and I appreciate you marking up this thing for me to highlight the important portions.
Yeah, so I mean, I just put that in there just so you knew how much you would have for the subdivision if it's approved.
Okay.
So, yeah, but once the resolution's signed, then you can start ticking off all of those specific conditions.
Right.
And then you'll come back and Dixon, or actually whoever the chair of the planning board is next year, will be signing the plot.
Oh, I hope it's you, Dixon.
Well, Dixon's stepping down, so it won't be.
I'll still be on the board.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be gone.
That'll be good. He's
Yeah.
switching over to the other side.
Enjoy your retirement.
It's not. He's actually still
No,
there.
no. I might be sitting in the back there where Larry is.
Okay.
That's what happens in a town of 1,000 people.
Yeah, right.
Fair enough.
Less than 1,000.
Yeah. Well, you never know. One day we might get there.
You got one more.
We have another one coming.
Like Randall.
Exactly.
In 26, right?
Instant voter. So is there any other of those specific conditions that you need some clarification on to make July a good month for you here?
What, good month?
I'm gonna defer to you.
Or sorry.
January.
January. Yeah.
I just didn't know where that came from.
What's on your mind?
It's like July. It's like
Christmas.
August, October, you know.
Christmas.
Are you going on vacation soon?
I mean, they
You're on the
said
beach already.
Christmas in July, right? That's okay.
Yeah, no, everything looks good there.
Okay.
January?
Just
January.
Yeah.
minor
Yes.
point is that it does refer to health department approval in two different places, so probably just consolidate that to one.
Yeah, got it. You see that?
I don't know, unless you wanted to for both of them. One of them says health department approval, that this, one of the requirements, or the conditions would be, approval from the Ulster County Department of Health. And then the other one says, building permits until there's approval from the Department of Health, so.
Okay. So,
Kinda.
I mean, building permits, right, is the main focus here.
Yeah,
Well, technically,
well,
Not-
the first one is for the driveway.
no, this is for the Department of Health proposed septic systems.
Sorry, I don't have mine in front of me.
Yeah, that's okay. I probably shouldn't say anything, but one of them is basically stating that it's a condition of approval of the septic, of the subdivision.
Of the
And
overall.
the other one
Is
is
for
saying that it's a
just building
condition of a
permit.
building permit, which would not be a condition of the
Right.
subdivision.
So,
So it's a very big difference.
It is,
as to
it is.
whether that timing is.
100%. And we've had a number of subdivisions come through, and Dixon, maybe you can speak more to this of how those final specific conditions are finalized before you sign, because we've had similar language like that with a few subdivisions.
Well, basically, I mean, once the plat is signed, then,
Well, this is before,
okay, so you talk prior to the signing of
right?
this basically says that building permits are not a condition of this resolution. They're just saying no building permit shall be issued.
No, we're talking about septic permits.
Same thing.
No, different, but
They certainly go hand in hand, and you have to apply through the building department on both fronts.
Generally, the septic permits are required before before this is signed.
For the subdivision?
Yeah, for the
Okay.
subdivision.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
okay,
But the building permits, that's
Yeah.
separate.
that's
Yeah,
separate.
I'm just saying, that says it's a condition of the approvals here, of the subdivision approval. but
Okay, so you're saying that number 2 doesn't need to be
Yeah,
one of the conditions,
Which one is that?
no building permits.
There's the
I mean, I
first
think,
one, and that was number 2.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
I think even if the language is in there that
It
says,
doesn't really matter, I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
it's just, it's
Yeah,
kind of
'cause there's
redundant,
not gonna
that's
be any
all.
building
Yeah.
permits
Yeah. I mean, you can't get a
issued
building
before
permit
we sign
anyway,
this,
Yeah.
so.
unless you have
Yeah.
a septic permit, so
yeah,
it's kind of one of these things I see like, okay, well, that's obvious.
I
yeah,
think
So-
it's kind of from a template as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah, that's fine.
okay.
so hopefully by January, all these items will be resolved, and we can proceed with determining the significance and voting on the resolution.
Right, we have the resolution, and then we've got 180 days to satisfy the conditions. There's one of them being the health department approvals, who knows how long that might take.
Oh, yeah,
So,
true. Okay. Any other questions or comments, discussion?
For this application or just in
Yeah,
general?
for this application.
No.
All right, well, thank you, gentlemen.
All right, yes, thank you very much.
See you next
Thank you all
month.
for your time,
Yes.
happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And it's January.
Not July.
July.
What's the next date? Is it a month?
It's the third Monday, actually it'd probably be a Wednesday, right, Larry, let's look at my calendar. When is,
So-
Martin Luther King is usually the third Monday, so.
Thanks for
That's the 15th.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
Yep, you got the road naming thing too?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
19th is Martin Luther
Yeah,
King.
so it'll probably Wednesday, the 21st of January, typically we do we don't have a meeting on, federal holidays, so that's the third
Okay.
Monday is Martin Luther King Day. So it would be I haven't seen the schedule yet, but the 21st, the Wednesday, the 21st.
Well, there will be, so stay tuned because there will be an organizational meeting for the town board and the official sort of schedule.
Official calendar
will be set then, at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
So
Hopefully I'm on an email.
We'll let you know.
we'll get it.
We'll let you know.
I check my emails. Look out for you guys.
Actually, there is a calendar for next year on the website.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Okay, so TOK dot, no,
Here.
TOK
NY.
NY dot US.
I'll tell you right now, I'll just take a a second, just to clarify.
Thank you all so much.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
happy holidays.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Good night.
Don't worry about that then. Okay. So the only other thing on the agenda is, as usual, we have open discussion. If anyone had any concerns or questions or if they wanted to bring up. As you know, I'm stepping down as chair, and I guess Larry, has that not been addressed yet?
No, as far as I know, that is not. That will be addressed in the organizational meeting.
Okay. Which is when?
The,
5th?
whenever the first board meeting is.
Okay. Okay, in January. Just the other thing is everyone okay with their 4 hours of credit? I know, Sammy, you were having some difficulties.
Yeah, I still can't get on those. And with
I can't hear you.
I still can't get onto the website. It'll play the video and then freeze about 5 minutes before it's over. I've went on to multiple different videos.
Was this from the Department of State?
Yep. Department of State. I can't go physically to the in-person ones currently due to my health.
What about the DEC?
I could try to do that one.
There are webinars on there.
I did whichever one you had, the links you had sent, because when I tried to go on the official site, it just had me completely blocked.
Yeah.
And the only way I could actually get onto any of them was the ones that you had sent me links on.
So, one of the things, Larry, is if the town would be willing to become a member of the New York State Planning Federation, which has multiple opportunities with webinars and also in-person workshops, but you have to be a member, the municipality has to be a member of the Planning Federation. I personally can do webinars, et cetera, as a member of the County Planning Board, because the County Planning Board is a member of the New York Planning Federation. So the things that I have access to, I can't share with you guys because you're not members of the, of the Planning Federation. So I will email you and Dave Hoffman regarding that as I'll find out what the cost might be. And, perhaps that could be something that can come out of our budget. I don't know how much it is, but I'll look into it.
Wasn't it like 1,500?
In our budget?
No, to become part of the New York State Planning Federation.
You know more than me then.
No, I thought we've talked about this before. That's the only reason I bring it up.
Well, I don't know.
Dixon, if you get that request to me, email it to me before the Wednesday night meeting. I'll bring it up the Wednesday night
Okay,
workshops.
all right, yeah, no, I'll do that tonight, actually. It's fresh in my mind.
And Larry, I'll say this. My term is ending at the end of this year. I have a truncated term due to me coming in
To replace someone who left.
Frank.
and so I have no information from anyone on the town board or incoming town board in any intention of bringing me back. So I really don't know what my life's going to be like. And I'm going to leave my binder here tonight because this would be my last meeting if I'm not a planning board member next year. And if I am, Larry, I have completed the New York State Code Enforcement Officer training. I'm an official New York State Code Enforcement Officer training. It's 120 hours of very vigorous training. I would hope that would qualify for the 4-hour requirement of planning board training.
I would hope so, yes.
So,
Above and beyond.
As far as that appointment goes, that's up to the new board.
absolutely.
Can't speak to
And
that, so. I
that's-
would suggest you speak to the new board.
well, we got one right here.
We haven't had a meeting on it yet. Honestly, we haven't.
All right. Well,
Who's gonna be our board person?
You'll have to ask the new supervisor about that. I can't tell you that either.
Mm-hmm.
I have no knowledge of what's gonna happen at the beginning of the year there.
I thought that, does the
I mean,
board itself appoint chairman?
Yes.
this board here?
No.
No, okay.
You can
Town board.
suggest someone, but it's the town board that actually appoints the chairman.
Okay.
Okay. I have several things to communicate then to the town board.
Would you like to show up at the workshop session on Wednesday night?
I can't Wednesday night.
Oh, okay.
I have family commitment.
Well, put them in an
But
email. with me,
yeah,
and I'll
put it
make
in
sure
an
they get
email.
communicated.
Okay. All right.
That's all I got.
Anything else?
I'm just
Rebecca,
kinda
I
think-
will email you if I got the minutes. When I go home, I'll email you. You know, I don't know what happened, but I had trouble with Dixon too, but I might have overlooked it, you know.
That planning board program you were talking about, what is the term for, what is it called again? It's the
The New York Planning Federation.
federation thing.
Yeah.
So you said you guys had discussed it before.
I thought we had.
Is there good benefits to it? Obviously, the webinars is obviously definitely a huge difference for us.
Right.
What other benefits would it actually give us?
It's a recognized source of information to meet the New York State requirements for maintaining your
Your credit.
credit
Okay.
requirement for being a planning board member.
And it's a lot more endless access of information versus the regular state one.
Say
Does it
again?
have more access to information than the other website?
Oh, rather than, well, for example, one of the webinars is actually a DEC webinar. The one I did was, I did 2 of them on the Freshwater Wetlands Act, updating of that. And that was also available through the DEC. I just happened to use it through the Planning Federation.
Okay.
Well, that's a good question in terms of the quality of what we're paying for.
That was the only reason. I'm not actually. When you mentioned the other opportunities, it sounded like it was good, but I didn't want to just assume that it was good by.
Yeah, I mean, I wish you could link into it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe you have technical. I don't know why you would have technical
I have
issues.
no idea. It just I've literally watched the exact same one, the 101, 9 times now, and it'll freeze every single time. It'll be 10 minutes in, an hour in. Literally, I had 5 minutes to go twice, and it would just freeze.
Did you call the Department of State that number?
I did not call them because I wasn't sure the number, but I
okay.
can try to figure that out.
Yeah, because then you have to get the certificate
Yes.
for your participation.
Yeah.
Department of State.
Um,
Yeah.
It's
And you
Department of
did,
State.
you,
I'll put that in the notes.
I
nothing
sent
to
an
do with-
email out. It should. I believe I included the number to call.
I downloaded the in-person classes, but I didn't see that number on. I can just go back and check.
Okay. I thought I sent an email out to everyone with trainings, information links, and the number to New York State Department of State that specifically handles this stuff.
Yes, you did, because I was looking into that again too. I'm trying to find where I put it.
Yeah, emails get lost quick.
Well, I copied it. Here it is. Yeah, New York State Department of State. And then there's the link to the webinars, which is what I think you were saying.
Yeah, I was trying to find that quick.
And so the town board ultimately can approve additional stuff. So Ed, I would say creative thought from the town board to allow trainings to be a little easier for our members might be a good thing. That could
I
be,
like it, that idea.
but also maybe recommendations if you were to attend other planning board member meetings that would qualify as training, or even the county planning board meetings.
That does, didn't you say that the county does account for training?
well,
That's a big word.
the county does provide information about trainings, which when I do, usually it's through the New York Planning Federation. That's why I haven't been disseminating those, because we're not, you guys aren't,
Right.
they wouldn't be able to get any credit, so.
Oh, okay.
I think what you were saying earlier in a previous meeting is creating our own trainings within the, you know, if, you know, maybe,
I mean,
maybe the, you know, the code enforcement officer could do a training on, you know, this is the procedures that we go through.
Dave Hoffman doing a
Dave could do something on
Road-
fire, you know.
road sizes and what you should be looking for.
Right.
The town board does have the authority to authorize such things
Yeah.
as acceptable training.
I believe the town board even has the authority to completely waive it if they found it a burden on the municipality, but I disagree with doing that.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure the board would also.
I think it just shows how creative you could be at the board to, you know, help get the people here at the planning board more educated and also more in line with what the philosophy of the town is, you know.
I think it would be a good idea for these suggestions to come from you fellows, though.
Well, I'm talking to a future board member here, so I'm hoping he's
He's just
listening.
one, there are 5 of them, he's just one,
Well, you only need one to share the information.
I like the idea.
which I'm going
The
to do
email
when I
you
get
sent.
that memo.
I can also put that in the email about the, you know, the opportunity that the town could take to create workshops for the planning board members that are relevant to the town's interests.
I mean, in terms of commitment and how serious a lot of this stuff we're looking at, I mean, we're putting a lot of our personal energy into this. And I mean, you know, the town board isn't getting paid crazy amounts of money to do their job, but, you know, we're getting paid significantly less to even do ours, so.
I think my pay's about the same. It's not gonna change too much when you get here.
Oh, it's changing.
No, not that much. Councilman's pay.
Okay, any
Sent that
any
link that
other
shows YouTube videos. Is that, would that count?
any other discussion here?
I'll check after.
Thank you.
Sam just asked me a side
Oh, I'm
thing.
sorry.
I had the, basically, I pulled up the list that he had sent, and at the bottom, there was a YouTube list, and I forgot to ask the last meeting if that would count, because it says there's a whole bunch of links of webinars that were recorded, put on YouTube so that people could train under it. So I didn't know if that would actually even count for a
Well,
certificate.
okay, so the thing is you need certification from
Certification,
the
okay.
issue, from whoever did the workshop.
Okay.
And then,
Um,
I mean, that's basically, you know, a trust system, right? So that's bringing forth trust that you did this program that has been accredited or widely recognized as appropriate. But again, what all this we're talking about now is if you bring that question directly to the town board,
Yes.
they can look at what you reviewed and question you and trust you in whatever way they want and say, yes, okay, we can give you a certificate or a nod that this is how many hours of training.
Okay.
So that's it. That's within their authority, I believe. So that question I think is better served to the town board than us because we don't have authority other than to just keep track of how many hours people have completed at the end of the year.
I'll keep trying. I've been home. a
Well,
lot
so
more.
Sammy, I will also bring your case to the town board that you've been attempting and that you have some verification of time that you've already spent on those, because it just shows where it left off, right?
No, if it freezes, I'll exit it.
Oh, you can't, doesn't
It
resume?
will freeze the entire program, and I'll have to literally reset the whole thing, and instead of it going back to where it was, it used to do it like they did it one time in the beginning, and then after that, it just will not load anything. I don't know what the heck is going on. Like, it'll be just playing it, I'll click on each thing, it'll let me do it, then it just freezes. I've tried it on my phone, I've went on my computer, and I've done it on my iPad.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
and-
the state of New York for you.
Yeah, and it's just aggravating because it's only the 101, so it's giving like the baseline stuff, and I just want to get that.
So that's the only one you've attempted to do?
Yeah, I clicked on the other ones and it wouldn't load at all. I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe it's my Wi-Fi. I don't know what it is, but I know Paul had mentioned there was a tablet that I might be able to borrow that the town had, but that was the only thing that we tried to figure out.
It didn't work with the tablet?
I didn't get the tablet.
Oh, yeah, okay, because I thought that was, you were gonna try and do that.
I was trying to, but again, my health got a lot worse last month.
Right. Well, I hope you're on the mend.
No, it's actually, I almost didn't make it last week.
Oh,
My liver levels were so extreme that the doctor actually told me I was perfectly fine in the hospital. I found out I was close to death 2 days later.
What is it, your sugar levels?
They just said that all of the levels. The doctors with my spine messed up on medications and they mixed the wrong stuff. This week I got good news and they've went down, but I am in extremely bad health right now.
Okay, well, I'm going to advocate for you for a waiver, okay, for this year. You obviously show, a desire to be on the planning board.
I take it very seriously. It's,
Yeah,
I
you
know it's
take it
volunteer.
seriously. It's not like you're, avoiding your duty to complete this,
Yeah.
but between your health and the technical difficulties you're having with a limited amount of time left in the month, I'll make a case for you.
Thank you.
I think also you came in not at the
Halfway.
beginning of the year. So.
Yeah, I think it was the first meeting I was at was the
Right.
end of June as a
Yeah,
emergency
this
meeting.
summer-ish, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see any problem with that also.
All right.
I will definitely continue to try to get this thing to work for me. It's the way you guys have been up there. I feel like an idiot sitting here not understanding enough of the programs and stuff, and I don't like doing that. I have very big OCD on that stuff.
It's a lot of information. It takes a while to learn.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other items to discuss?
Well, it's not really to discuss, but Ed, since you've been our member and you're not gonna be our member, thanks for all your help and work since you've been here. But let me just say, I don't think there's any other natural selection besides John Paul to be chairman. And I would hope that that would be something that you would advocate and push for at the board level. I mean, and I'll write them myself, but it just seems like a no-brainer. I mean, it doesn't, I don't know who is more involved on these levels than him.
You're talking about Dixon?
No, I'm talking about, Dixon's
John Paul.
resigning.
Oh.
John Paul would like to do
I'm
the
not
work.
resigning, just resigning
He's more
from chair.
active than certainly myself, or
Lessening the duty.
and has trained in this area. It just seems like that's a natural, I mean, I know that yes, the town board has to make this, but you being the most active member of the town board, and future town board who's been a member here, could certainly be the strongest advocate of such. And I would hope you would be.
We were supposed to have meetings, but they got put off because of weather and other commitments, and we all haven't met yet to see, what we're gonna do. We
For your
still,
appointments.
for our
Right.
appointments, we haven't.
I understand that part. What I'm saying is that I can't believe there's actually, any discussion almost. It doesn't seem to me that me being a member here, that unless there's somebody out here in our town that we don't know of that is more qualified, I can't believe that there would be much discussion. And I would hope that you'd advocate for such.
I will bring up when the time comes, and it should be soon, but it should have been sooner, I'll be very honest with you.
Sure.
It should have been sooner, but things came up where we just couldn't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your meeting was canceled, right?
We were supposed to have it right after the election, and we didn't, just to discuss it, we didn't do it yet,
Right.
so. I couldn't tell you what the other
I believe Dave
board.
is trying to put that together now.
Huh?
I believe Dave is trying to put that
Yeah,
together now.
yeah,
So they can address it at the workshop on Wednesday?
I would hope so.
Okay.
After hearing how John Paul speaks and listens and has done as much studying as he's done, I personally, it doesn't matter if we have different opinions on different things, his intelligence when it came to that, it makes sense to me, at least. That's just heard, he's made an effort even when he first met me to give me extra paperwork, whatever he could to try to show me. He's given me his number whenever difficulties were going on. And it just makes sense because he's had a lot of intelligence with that stuff. The information after looking at everybody else, he has been the most active and the hardest working when it came to it.
All right, thank you for that, Sam. Okay, anything else? Well, hope everyone has a.
when's the Christmas party?
Hey, don't look at me.
You're the chairman.
This tradition we had last week.
Oh, I took out the plan book.
All right, do I have a motion to
Make a motion that we adjourn.
Thank you.
adjourn
Second.
meeting?
I'll second, or
Second.
Robbie second.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye. Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah.
Great trip.